Hi, my name is Julia M. Spencer. I'm a real estate advisor, investor, and your #1 source for real estate advice online. Thank you for checking out my channel. I really appreciate it. Alright, well, let's talk about why I'm still in Mexico. So I was here, supposed to have been here for about a month with a 1-week interruption going home for my son's birthday, but it has now been almost 6 weeks and I'm still here. And the reason is because when I tried to go back about 2 weeks ago, I tested and I was positive with COVID. So I want to tell you a little bit about my experience here with COVID in Mexico. So I actually really would not have known that I had COVID had I not had to test to get on the airplane, and that's exactly what happened. I had to take an antigen test in order to show that to the airline employees for them to let me on the airplane. When I got the test, it said positive for me, it said negative for my mom. She's been living with me here in Mexico for the last about 6 weeks now, but you know, when I tested it was about 4 weeks, and she was negative, so but I was positive. So guess I had a little bit too much fun in Mexico, lots of fun here, and infected myself somewhere. The first symptom that I had was actually several days before I was tested positive, and it were just very obscure symptoms that I actually would have never guessed that that's COVID. For example, I was brushing my teeth and the toothpaste started tasting funny. I thought my toothbrush had gotten into the soap and kind of was soapy tasting, metallic tasting. And then I was still able to smell and to taste things, but the tastes have just changed a little bit. Another thing that I noticed was that I started to get a little bit more tired and fatigued. And again, I'm kind of like ignoring things usually at this point, as you know, it could be anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be COVID. It could have been a cold or something. So I continued with my day. Ended up infecting one other person who also got the virus, so we basically got it together. And yeah, when I was diagnosed, I was still feeling fairly good that day. I had the opportunity to get some food because obviously I'm the caretaker for my mother, so I had to stock up a little bit, bracing for the impact basically. And then I was kind of sick for 2 days. And I was basically just laying around for 2 days, had a little bit of a cough, a little bit of a stuffy nose, couldn't really taste too much, a little bit. Actually, my taste really never went away. My taste was actually just still fine, but my my sense of smell was not really good. But I just felt like sleeping, so I ended up just sleeping for 2 days and just laying around sleeping. So basically I just slept for 2 days and got food delivered, and then after that I was fine. The one symptom that was really rough for me was a headache, and I had really a very strong migraine for those 2 days. It was quite painful, and whenever that happens, I pretty much just stop eating and drinking coffee. I just drink like electrolyte drinks. This is kind of what I was drinking the whole time. I drank like 3 of these a day. And after that, I was fine. I tested negative 8 days after I tested positive. I could have probably tested about 5 or 6 days after and still be negative, but I kind of waited an extra couple of days because I didn't want to spend the money if I had to do it again a couple of days later. So my mom, who lived with me all this time, she was negative. She never caught the virus, and when I tested negative, she was also negative. So she never actually caught it from me, even though we lived in the same condo the whole time. The one thing I do have to say is for me, it wasn't really that bad, and I guess that's a testament to leading a clean life, not really, drinking too much, not drinking too much alcohol or caffeine, keeping dirty food out of my body, eating good food. And of course, the one thing that's also very good about being here in Mexico is that I have access to fresh food. and fresh vegetables and fruits that are really from here and fresh. And food is very cheap here as well when you buy it fresh at the grocery store. So that was a really good thing. I had actually already been eating really healthy for the previous 4 weeks before I was diagnosed, so that was really helpful. And on top of that, I was able to get a nurse to come on the very first day that I was diagnosed to give me an IV with fluids and vitamins and anything for immunity. And that pretty much helped too. It's kind of like one of those IV services that they have for people that have hangovers, and the nurse comes the next day and gives you an IV so you get over your hangover quicker. But she basically administered this IV and had vitamins and all kinds of fluids in it, and that kind of helped. And I'm pretty good. I'm actually really lucky that I was here, that my mom didn't get infected, that my kids are not anywhere near me, and really, as far as I know, I only infected one other person, or he infected me, I don't know. We were the ones that were hanging out together during that time, so we, I guess, got out of this one pretty easy. Now, I know a lot of people don't get out so easy, and I understand that, and that's really sad, but there's something to be said for leading a clean life and eating good food, not getting sidetracked with packaged and processed foods, and having a sedentary lifestyle. Go out there and really take care of your health. Do the yoga, do the massages, do the running, do the swimming, sports, whatever sports that you can, and eat real food, people. I mean, stop eating the junk, eat real food. Stop going to the fast food places, get fruits and vegetables. I mean, pretty much the whole time that we've been here, our breakfast consisted of plantains, avocados, mangoes. I'm not saying that that's what healed me. I'm just saying that that's the kind of clean life that we've been living. Very little meat. Every once in a while we had, a couple of tacos or something. But for the most part, it's been fruits and vegetables. And a lot of juices with turmeric and ginger and all kinds of herbs and spices. And most of it prepared in my kitchen, so I didn't have to, buy any expensive or anything like that. So hopefully that was useful to you. That's my COVID story. And if you have any comments, suggestions about how COVID went for you, what you think of it. I've been pretty quiet about this topic so far because I think it's a place where people have very opposite opinions, and I don't want people to start arguing on my channel. But if you want to share your story, please share it at the bottom. I'd love to hear it. And also, if you have anything to say to anybody else that's watching this video, also leave it at the bottom. Subscribe to my channel right here on my website, juliamspencer.com. I look forward to hear from you, and I hope to see you investing very successfully very soon. Bye-bye.
For your free guide to real estate investing, visit juliamspencer.com.